Chrissy, it's so great to see you, and it's not only great to see you. It's great on what you're doing
Mm,
and what your organization is doing. Because if there was ever an organization that we've needed, especially in the last 3 years, it's you guys. Let's get right to it. What organization am I talking about, and why has it been so important, seriously, for the last couple of years?
yeah, so you're talking about the Canadian Music Therapy Fund. We're a national charity that helps to fund music therapy services across Canada and locally here in Toronto, where I am, at the Music Therapy Center. And I guess the biggest reason why, yeah, I feel like we're always important, but the last 3 years with the mental health challenges people have been facing, we've been working really hard to help people access music therapy to help them through this time.
How does it work exactly? I mean, people hear about music therapy, music therapy. They maybe think, so what is it? Do you send me a CD or an MP3 or whatever, and I listen to a song or something? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, so I mean, I could talk about that for hours because there's so many different ways that it works, but I'm going to give you the really simple explanation. Music therapists are musicians, and we are trained in three categories. And when we do our music therapy degree, we're trained in performing and music and everything that has to do with music. Then we are trained in psychology and counseling and different therapeutic modalities. And then there's music therapy. So it's kind of a um, three channel degree program to become a music therapist. And we're really trained to work with a huge range of people. So anything from someone who's recovering from a stroke or another type of brain injury or neurologic condition to someone who is living with major depressive disorder and dealing with a lot of mental health challenges to children on the autism spectrum and people living with disabilities. We really are trained to learn about all the different types of human conditions and challenges that humans face and how music can impact their lives therapeutically. So we all know music is therapeutic. I don't think anybody would argue with that. And going to a concert is therapeutic. Listening to music at home is therapeutic. Writing a song is therapeutic. And so I like to explain the difference between music and music therapy, that there's therapeutic music. And then when you work with a therapist, you're engaging in music therapy. So it's kind of like, seeing a physiotherapist versus doing your exercise routine.
What is it though? Is why is it that music somehow can get through the brain? And I mean it that way because
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine whose mom is going through dementia right now.
Hmm.
And the second she puts music on, her mom will be dancing. She remembers things. She
Hmm.
remembers her. What is it about music that just makes that strong connection where even though maybe emotionally and maybe mentally we're lost, but somehow music brings something back
Yeah.
for us?
So the really simple answer is that music lights up pretty much every part of our brain. So whereas other things are really specific to different parts of the brain, because music involves so many things, we got to listen to it, we got to process it. There's rhythm, there's melody, there's so many different elements of music that when they put someone in an MRI machine and play music, it's amazing. Like pretty much every part of the brain is lighting up and active. So if there's damage in one part of the brain, guess what? Music is still being processed in other parts of the brain. So without getting into all the technicalities of neural networks and pathways and how that works, the most interesting and easy way to think about it is if our brain was, a set of lights, it would be shining really brightly when we listen to music. And then you add a music therapist with that knowledge of how music impacts our brain and our body, our physiology, and our psychology. We use that information to be really intentional with how we use the music. So I worked with someone once in long-term care with dementia, and they would put a radio on and the music would play. And really, the person just kind of sat there listening to the music, and maybe they were hearing it, and maybe it was meaningful to them, and maybe it was therapeutic. But when I come to work with them and bring the guitar and use live music and really intentionally, I play the music at a certain tempo and I change the music to try and elicit a response from them, or I change the lyrics of the song to get their attention, suddenly they're not just sitting listening to music. They're looking at me and they're singing and they're engaging, as you said, maybe dancing. So there's great value in having music in our environments in really intentional ways. Someone with dementia might really connect with a song that pops on. And then there's a different kind of value when you add a music therapist to that equation, and they can really personalize that experience and target that person in really specific ways to pull them out and engage them and help them work toward different goals.
Well, as we speak this Tuesday, we have a big event that's happening to raise money and raise awareness. What is going on? Because some great music and an iconic venue. What's going on?
Yes. So our campaign this year is called Music Therapy Moves Us. A pretty simple title for a campaign. We know music therapy, we know music moves us emotionally, spiritually, expressively, physically. Music therapy does that in a really intentional, impactful way. So that's our campaign. We're really excited to partner with the Lemmon Stage. They're helping us out with an event at Revival, an iconic Toronto venue. And they've got a great lineup of entertainers for us. We've got Ian James, Alexander Saint, we've got Dylan Gray. We've got you. You're going to be there to host with us. It's going to be so much fun. We've got a couple prizes lined up. So yeah, we're really just using an opportunity to bring people together and engage musically and experience some music and allow us to talk about the campaign and launch our fundraising for the year.
I know some of the artists are actually giving away tickets, so people should
Yes.
check them out to make
Yep.
sure they know about that. I know I've gotten some messages, DMs, and people saying, "Oh, is it going to be at? Okay, yeah, I'm close by." Because let's face it, there's great parking, there's great
Yes.
food around you if you want to get there early before the doors open. Inside, there's a great, amazing bar area that you can get great drinks, plus the fact massive stage, lots of room. This is going to be really what a way to kick off spring and summer by doing something like this. This is going to be
Yeah.
amazing. So, even though I'm going to have the website up, how can we get tickets for this?
Yeah, it's easy to get tickets. So you can go to our socials, CDN Music Therapy. You can go to the Lemmon Stage socials. They've got lots of links to the tickets. You can hit our website, musictherapyfund.ca. So yeah, really easy to find the tickets. Look us up, look up Lemmon Stage. You'll find them.
And as we're wrapping this up, for anybody who's watching this now and they're going, maybe this can help me or help somebody I know, what do they
Mhm.
do?
Yeah, so they can certainly reach out to us at Canadian Music Therapy Fund, and we can help direct them. The Canadian Association of Music Therapists has some resources on their website across to help direct people across the country, because it's a little different from province to province. And I mean, Google it. And what you're looking for, if you're looking for music therapy, you're looking for the credential MTA, Music Therapist Accredited. And that lets you know that you found a music therapist, because there's lots of different therapeutic music modalities out there. If you want to learn about music therapy and find a music therapist, it's that MTA credential that helps you know you've landed on the right one.
If you want to feel the joy, come on out on Tuesday, Revival. It's
Yeah,
the place
Tuesday
to be.
night.
Cannot wait. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you so much for what you and your organization does. Big double thumbs up for Lemmon Stage and Lemmon Entertainment and all the artists performing. Cannot wait to be there to host and just have a great time in giving back. Thank you again for the interview.
Thanks so much, Rudy. It's great to talk to you.